Welcome, my name is Kyle for the win, and welcome to another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. In this video, we are going over and doing my Prestige 3 video. I just hit Prestige 3 like 2 minutes ago, if that. So, of course, as you guys already know with these Prestige videos, I go over all my classes, my stats, my unlocks, all sorts of stuff like that. And then, of course, Prestige. So going ahead and jumping into my stats, I have 2 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, and 13 seconds. I think I actually prestige a little bit faster than I have in the past for this prestige. I'm not positive, but I think so. I don't know. I'll have to go back and check. But I have 251 wins, 243 losses, a 1.03 win-loss ratio. I'm happy that it's positive. It could easily be negative, but I'm really happy that it's positive. I have 11,310 kills to 5,158 deaths, so that averages out to around a 2.19. In the last video, it was like a 2. I think it was a 2.19 in the last video too. But my KD dropped from a 2.38 from my first Prestige video all the way down to a 2.09 in a matter of 2 weeks because I tried to get the Sniper's Diamond, and oh my gosh, was it a disaster and a half. So I've since then stopped going for Dark Matter and just focusing on playing well, having a lot of fun with the game, and it has worked a ton. So my KD is a 2.19, which I'm again very happy with. That is, of course, my highest kill death ratio in any Call of Duty game ever, and I'm super happy that it's up there, and I think and I hope that it will keep going up and up. So of course, every Prestige video, I will tell you guys what my Prestige is, what my kill death ratio is, so hopefully it can go up between now and the next Prestige. I have an average of 21.7 kills per game, which I think is pretty dang good. 7,247 direct action kills. I believe that is when I get a kill with my weapon, so not, assists and stuff, because assists count for kills in this game, if you guys did not know that. So 7,247 direct action kills, 9% headshot percentage, and then my highest kill streak is a 23, which is very cool. I'm very happy with that. I have 1.2 million score, which again I'm really happy with. 372 score per minute. That is skyrocketed compared to World War II, which was a 315. So that goes to show you how much faster you get score in this game, and honestly how much better of a Call of Duty game this is. Not saying that Black Ops 4 or World War II was a horrible Call of Duty game. It was just a slow Call of Duty game, so you didn't get as much score and didn't go as crazy ham as you did in this game when the streaks are absolutely incredible. Next, I have 2,345 score per game, 530 healing per game. This is just boring stuff. And then going into my medals, I have 993 headshots as my highest special medal, I guess. 2 relentless medals, which I'm very happy with. Hopefully I can get that number up at some point. And 1 frenzy kill, which was pretty crazy. Now jumping into the leaderboards, I guess for some reason they don't show you the leaderboards for like the world. But I guess in career I'm number 1 out of my friends, of course, because I play a lot more than they do. And that's pretty much how it goes. Yeah, so apparently for some reason they don't really show you stuff, which is weird, but it doesn't really matter. Anyways, now let's go ahead and jump into my classes. So my first class here is my Rampart 17. You guys already know this is my baby. I've been experimenting with this class a little bit more recently, and I've gone for FMJ, long barrel, and grip, and it works pretty well. I pretty much have put FMJ as a crutch on my weapons now, just because it shreds body armor, and nothing's more annoying than getting destroyed when you're killing somebody with body armor. Of course, acoustic sensor, and then for my perks, scavenger, flak jacket, and then cold-blooded. So those pretty much stay the same throughout all my classes. Next, I have my ICR class. I've been experimenting, trying to get a good class for this gun because I really struggle with this gun in all honesty. I don't know why, but for some reason I just don't do well with this weapon at all, and it sucks, but you know what, but I've actually kind of finally narrowed down a class. So my class for this is grip 1 and grip 2 as well, but as FMJ again, so I can shred body armor, and so I have virtually no recoil. A lot of people like to use a reflex sight, and I used to think that reflex sight was definitely necessary on this weapon, but after using it quite a bit, I've realized that of course that is definitely not the case. You can still do really well without it, And that is the class for the ICR. For the gear, I have gone for the ComSec device just because I've been trying to get a gunship. I actually did get a gunship, and the streak is so good. I'm actually going to be going permanently unlocking that streak because I really want to get a live gameplay when using the gunship. So stay tuned for that later this week. Next, I've gone for, of course, my perks are Scavenger, Flak Jacket, and then Dead Silence. I've started to use Dead Silence a lot more, especially when I'm using the acoustic sensor, so that I can't be picked up by the acoustic sensor, but if somebody's not using Dead Silence, I can pick them up on the acoustic sensor. Next, I have my MX9 class. On this gun, I've gone for long barrel, rapid fire, and hybrid mags. It's a pretty effective setup, I'd say. Don't really use SMGs too much, but when I do, I like to use this class setup for the MX9. So for the gear, I've gone for the acoustic sensor once again, and then Scavenger and Engineer actually on this class. I guess I didn't switch it over to Scavenger yet, but very nice class as well. And then Lightweight as my perk 2. Next, we have my KN57 class. This is the same class from my last Prestige video, which is with stock quick draw and grip, so pretty good setup there as well. ComSec device again as my gear. I've been trying to experiment with this a little bit more, and then of course the same perk setup as well. Now jumping into my Spitfire class. This is my best class setup video for the Spitfire, except I have fast Dead Silence instead of Flak Jacket. Instead, I just wanted to kind of use Dead Silence a little bit more just because it's so important, and I've gone for Extended Mags, FMJ, and Wildfire. So super good setup here. Now jumping into my Maddox class. I absolutely love this weapon. It's so much fun to use, and just I love this setup for it. So for the attachments, I've gone for ELO, Fast Mags 1 stock, and then the Echo Fire attachment. I use the Echo Fire not really because it makes the gun too much better, which it does. It makes the gun better at close range, but I've used Echo Fire just because it sounds really cool when you shoot the weapon. Fast Mags pretty self-explanatory, and ELO just because the iron sights on this gun aren't very great. Acoustic sensor as my gear, and then Scavenger and Dead Silence once again on that class as well. And then jumping into my next class, I have my SOG 9mm class. This gun is a love and hate relationship with me. Sometimes it's really good, and sometimes I do absolutely awful with it. It just really depends on the day and how accurate I am. Ideally, what I like to use is I like to put the reflex sight on and have this be my setup for it, but it just really depends on how I'm feeling. Then, of course, for my gear is the acoustic sensor, and then the same perk setup as well with Dead Silence, Flak Jacket, and Scavenger. And then my final class for this Prestige is my GKS class. I've actually just got the operator mod for this, and this operator mod is extremely fun to use with this weapon. I absolutely love it. I've gone for long barrel 1, grip 1, and then finally the operator mod, which is quad shot. So basically it makes this gun a burst weapon, which is super interesting, but it also goes ham, so it's very good as well. And then of course for my gear is the acoustic sensor, and then finally Scavenger and Flak Jacket. So I think that is everything class wise. I guess I could show you my streaks that I've been using. I've been using the UAV attack chopper and then the gunship. Of course, this is going to be my permanent unlock because the gunship is incredible. It is so good. It reminds me so much of the AC-130 from Black Ops, from Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. It's just such a fun streak to use. I absolutely love the gunship, and you don't get it to level 54, which is why I'm permanently unlocking it, so I can use it whenever I want to, because the gunship, such a fun streak to use. And then finally, I guess I can show you this as well, which is I am on tier 75, and it's double XP for double tier XP, I guess, for this week. So I'd highly recommend you jump on and play this game, because if you don't, you probably will not be able to finish this in the next 29 days. Of course, come to realize it, there's 200 tiers actually of this to actually get, max out this part, but there's an additional 800 of these reserves that go on. So, of course, I will definitely not get to 1,000 because I have a life and I can't play that long. But the goal is definitely to get to 200. So if you guys want to get to 200 and get this really cool ICR variant, actually it's 2 ICR variants. And, well, the GKS is back there, but There's two ICR variants, the Mastercraft and then the Signature, so you can get both of these if you get to tier 200. So if you guys want to get there, I'd highly recommend you play Black Ops 4 this weekend, because these tiers are boosted double times 2, so you can get basically one tier in half the time that you got the usual tiers. So I'd highly recommend that you jump on and play Black Ops 4 this weekend. I've been playing a lot, trying to get up to those tiers because I think it's really fun. And then let's go ahead and jump into Prestige now. So they actually switched around a lot of Prestige emblems. I'm not sure why they did that, but they did. They really did. This Prestige emblem actually used to be the 6th Prestige emblem, and now it's the 3rd, and the 6th one is now the Samurai. So it's really weird that they changed these Prestige emblems around right before launch, because basically now my Prestige emblem video is pretty much useless now. So yeah, it kind of sucks. Anyways, let's go ahead and Prestige. So enter Prestige 3. About Prestige mode. Start over at level 1, having gained a bit of Prestige. You will keep all progress made towards weapon levels, challenges, and customization. In exchange, you will receive a calling card along with a token that allows you to permanently unlock any item that requires a level progression. So that's a pretty cool calling card, and that's a pretty cool icon as well. So let's go ahead and enter Prestige 3. Boom. Prestige 3. Sweet. Alright, so now let's go to my permanent unlock really quick, all the way to the end, and let's unlock the gunship. Let's go, boom. Perfect. Now, ideally, I'd want to get, the SOG or the Maddox, but I think the Maddox is going to be my next Prestige unlock, just because I want to get a high-level weapon. But, man, I just really want to use the gunship because, as I said, it's an absolutely incredible streak, and it looks like the Prestige 4 emblem is actually, I think, the Prestige 5 emblem. Yeah. Weird, man. Weird that they changed these Prestige emblems around. You'd think that they wouldn't do that, but I guess they did. Anyways, there we go, guys. That is my 3rd Prestige video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I try not to make these too long, but they always end up being a little bit over 10 minutes just because of all the stuff I need to talk about with, my classes, my unlocks, my Prestige, everything about that nature. It takes a little bit longer than I expect it to be, but that is absolutely everything, guys. As you guys already know, with all these Prestige videos, I will be doing a Prestige video all the way up until Master. Then I will do a Master Prestige stats video, and then, of course, every 100 levels after that, I will be doing another video based on those Prestiges. But leave a like if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe if you are new. Make sure to check out all of my other Call of Duty Black Ops 4 videos. There's an absolute butt ton of them on my channel. I've been having an absolute blast with this game. This game is so much fun, and I will see you guys on another Black Ops 4 video very soon.